Rudolf Steiner was ahead of his time during his time. And he's actually ahead of his time even in this time. He brought the best elements from the ancient traditions together and synthesized them in a scientific context. That's why his work is called spiritual science.
The beauty of Dr. Rudolf Steiner is that he was not just a philosopher living in a world of ideas and just philosophizing. He brought all these ideas to practical human activity, whether it's agriculture, education, medicine, architecture.
With Steiner, he always had the human being in the back of his mind when he was talking about economics, about medicine or whatever. Because most of the thinking now, we exclude the human being. It's about a system, and the human being should fit into the system. And that deeper principle, I think, is quite important. And you cannot achieve that by just repeat what he has said. I think that's the challenge for us to work with what he has brought to us.
I think the challenge for me is to individualize what he has given.
I think he didn't want us to follow him. He wanted us to follow ourselves.
For me, meeting the work of Rudolf Steiner was like finding water in the desert, because I had searched and searched through many different spiritual paths.
I think really Steiner is about love, but it's hard to get to that realization because of so many thoughts.
I think what's unique about Steiner's contribution is that, on the one hand, he fully recognized what conventional medicine was offering as a detailed knowledge of the physical body, but made it very clear and almost challenged doctors to think beyond the box and to be aware that the human being has life forces, has a soul, has a spiritual identity, and that all that is part of being human. And really all that is involved in the process of becoming ill and potentially can be mobilized in the healing process.
The picture of agriculture that he gives is going to be valid for hundreds and hundreds of years still, for us to really grasp it. And then certainly the real challenge for all of us is develop the insight and develop the capacities to really see what he described.
But what I need to really know and believe is that I'm not alone in this garden working to grow all this. And that's for me is what's important.
The beauty is right here. This piece of property is the best church in the world when you see it in action. You have to believe that there's some higher order when you walk around and see what's happening here. You don't need to walk into a temple or a church or a mosque to see that.
7.
Very gentle.
8, 9.
Whoa, wow, look at that.
14, 16.
I thought children weren't meant to like gardening.
They like gardening very much because they can see the end result. No, that's fine.
The great crime of our time is that in too many educational settings, the intellectual adult consciousness is pressed on the young child in the name of performance, in the name of academic achievement.
I think every age has had its struggles, but I feel that, it's all a remembering and a forgetting, and we've done quite a bit of forgetting, and it's time to do some remembering again. That's really what I feel.
I feel children are going to need to ask the questions that nobody's asking yet to help solve the world's problems.
I think Rudolf Steiner was a realist and a very practical person. I think he saw that he was planting seeds for the future. I think one of the greatest things he's put into the mix as far as how we understand or relate to a person with disabilities is the fact that this is not the only life they will have.
Steiner said everybody has a mission, not only the big person on the platform. Everybody has a mission. That also means he has a task in this life. So this kind of feeling for biographies as a period of time in which we come with task and we work for this task and we go with the results and bring the results in the future evolution of ourselves, but also of humanity.